Sorry if I'm a few minutes late, but here I am. The time is now 10 minutes after 4. Yeah, gonna wait a few minutes for a few more people to come on and have a look and see what's going on here. 4 people watching, which is great. We're off to a start. I just woke up because I was tasting some whiskey and then went to sleep. And okay, we got whiskey straight out here already. Yeah, and we've also got Loch Ness dipping in. And so yeah, what's up? What it is that I'm sorry that I haven't put up many videos in the last week or so. And Vegas Art is here too. Fantastic. Yeah, like I said, I'm sorry that I haven't put up many videos in the last week. My sense of nosing and tasting were down. They were not working. They were, excuse me, out of it. And so I only shot one video saying basically that I'm sorry I can't taste anything. But this week I'm getting better, even though I'm a little bit congested in the throat, and coughing a little bit and having a bit of postnasal drip. But for the most part, I'm better. I can at least smell things and taste things, which is good. But the real reason I'm here is to open a box. So let me put this away. The box I'm going to open is this one here. It's a big one. And it's got a lot of tape on it. Got my name on it. Let's get a sharp knife here. A sharp little knife. I'm going to open it up. Yeah. Get the tape on both sides open. Okay. Nurse Dave's Shaving World is here. And that's a bloody big box. Yeah, it is, but it doesn't really weigh that much. And arrows up quick. This side sideways? Yes, it is. Yes. Canada Dry Hand says, I've been avoiding Jack Daniels. What? Been avoiding Jack Daniels because I thought it was beneath me, but I caved and it's actually not that bad. Well, for me, I'm not a big fan of Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels doesn't really do it for me. For the most part, I'm not a fan of the Lincoln County process. Just got to cut through all these layers of tape. Oh, I think I got it. Oh, I'm getting there. Gotta cut through all these layers of tape. Oh, okay. Oh, look. More peanuts. I've got such a peanut collection you wouldn't believe. Richard Agnew's here. What are you doing still up? Celebrating. He's talking to Whiskey Al here. Whiskey Straight Al. I went to sleep already. Yeah. Oh, here's the. Yeah. Oh my goodness. There are a lot of these things here. And here's something taped to the package inside. Oh no, now I'm gonna get these things all over the floor. Here we go. I think it's an envelope. It has my YouTube channel name on it. Uh-oh. Okay. There, I think I've got most of it. There is a piece of paper in this envelope. See, it says Food Quid. This was sent to me by Mike Menert. Mike Menert, who hails from Sudbury, Ontario. And Whiskey Straight Al answers to Richard Agnew. Just celebrating still being up. Okay, this here is some kind of an explanation. Oh my goodness. Let's see now. Hello, Food Quig. Again, thank you for your address. I picked these samples because I didn't see them on your YouTube channel. Enjoy. Barcode, Mike Menert. P.S. I tried to keep the packaging clean and sterile for you. We own a dog. You mentioned before that you're allergic. We breed Rottweilers since since 1971. And he's got an address too. I wonder if he's on here. Well, maybe he's not on here. We got 8 people watching. One of them is not this guy. Okay. Now, samples 1. Oh, they're numbered even. They are numbered. Okay. Now, let's see if I can get. Oh, crap. Peanuts everywhere. The box within a box. Very well wrapped. Here is the box within the box. Got peanuts everywhere. Okay. Maybe I can get this box out of this wrapping of bubble wrap. Wow. Okay, we got that there. Here's a shoebox. That's what's left in here. Now let's see if I can get this open. Where's that knife again? Mm-hmm. Okay. Lots of wrapping. Lots and lots of wrapping. Okay, I think we're getting it. I think we're coming out. I think we're coming out of it. All right. Oh my goodness. More wrapping. More peanuts. And oh, interesting. Samples. Big samples. Got little mason jars. Look at that. And we've got 6 of them. Okay. So now, yeah. Okay. Okay, number 1. Writer's Tears, Inniskillen Ice Wine Cask, 46%. Natural non-chill filtered and bottled at 46% ABV. Elegant expression has been finished in hand-selected ice wine hogsheads from Inniskillen Winery, Ontario, Canada. Distinctive marriage of single pot still and single malt Irish whiskey, matched perfectly with the intense natural sweetness of ice wine. Limited edition. Number 2. Writer's Tears Japanese Cask Finish, 55%. This one here. Natural non-chill filtered and bottled at high strength. These rare Oriental single cask showcases the stunning influence of Japanese Mizunara oak from the foothills of Mount Fuji on a triple distilled Irish single pot still whiskey married with Irish single malt, limited edition. Okay. Number 3. J.P. Weiser's Red Letter. Yay. New oak, 15-year-old, 45%. Red Letter. I think I've tried the Red Letter at one time. Okay, anyway. This exceptional small batch whiskey commemorates John Philip Weiser's original Red Letter rye, first produced in 1857. Did I have a Red Letter, or was it a dissertation or something like that? It was a special Weiser's, but this is great. Red Letter. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very much. Top Shelf Dustin is here too, saying, "Hey, Quiggy." Okay. So we've got a few people in here now. 9 of them. That's good. That's cool. What else is here? 40 Creek 3 grain. 40 Creek 3 grain. Interesting little mason jars we got going on here. It is cool. And nothing has spilled and nothing has leaked. It's great. Celebrating the 20th anniversary of the original 40 Creek 3 grain whiskey, limited to only 9,200 bottles, special limited release. Wow. Iwai Mars Whiskey Blue Label. Imported by Blue Note Wine and Spirits Inc. in North Vancouver. That would be this one here. And Gibson's Finest Venerable, 18-year-old. I may have had this before. 40% ABV, 18 years old, exceptional blend of whiskeys, and is tastefully aged for 18 years for unparalleled smoothness and richness of character. Our finest expression of a true Canadian whiskey. Yeah. And is there anything else? No, that's it. That's it. 6 of them. 6 of them. Shall I open one? Wow. Shall I open one? Or shall I celebrate with something else? Let's see. 8 people watching. Should I open one of these or open something else? What a decision. Let's go for the Gibson's Venerable. This really is a very different set of samples. Ends up being about 50 mils, no? Yeah. It's still 50 mils, even though it looks like more. There's our Gibson's Venerable. I believe I've had this before. Interesting sample jars. And these will be put away for future sample Sundays. But this one I will have now. This is our Gibson's Venerable 18-year-old. I will need to go get me another glass of water. You know, there's peanuts everywhere. Ah. Yeah. Okay. I am back. Okay. Well, we've got try one. That's what we're gonna do. We have here Gibson's Venerable 18-year-old at 40% alcohol by volume. And okay. And this is hey at Top Shelf Dustin, how you doing? Says Whiskey Straight Owl. And Dustin saying, oh, pretty good. And good to hear, buddy. Cheers. Okay. How about yourself, Al? Okay. And there's Raymaster 7482. Hi, Quig. How's it going? It's going all right. It's going all right. I had an afternoon nap. My sleeping and waking is all over the place this weekend. It's crazy. There's some nice cold water. And here is 50 mils of Gibson's Venerable. You know, these jars, these Mason type jars, make it look like there's more than there is, but I guess the glass is really thick. And so 50 mils is what you get. These will make interesting sample jars for sending off to other people samples. And what's here? Raymaster's glad to hear that. Top Shelf Dustin as usual. Ongoing crappy breathing issues, but the whiskey sure does help. I'll drink to that. Not getting much on the nose here. Okay. It's sweet. It's Canadian whiskey. There's definitely some corn and some rye blended together. On the nose, like I said, there's not much. But on the palate is where it comes together. Well, now we've got 11 people on here. Hopefully more people will comment as we go along. I got my usual itchy head. Always itchy these days. Yeah. 12 people watching. Not bad at all. No. Oh, yeah. It's smooth. It's a bit sweet. But at 40%, it doesn't overpower. It just getting a little bit of rye spice and a little bit of corn sweetness. And that's about it. I just woke up, actually. I was having an afternoon nap right here in my chair. Oh. And we've been on for 25 minutes. Wow. Wow, that's quite something. I may end up going back to sleep. Oh, oh my goodness. That's interesting. Do you have any hot candidates for your whiskey of the year yet? Wow. The year's barely even started. Um, I've got quite a few whiskeys that I haven't tried yet. Quite a few. I wouldn't say that there are any hot candidates, really. Nothing so far has really jumped out at me in terms of full bottles that I've had. To be honest, I haven't given it much thought. I really haven't. I will have to get back to a few bottles. There are some that I've opened up that were nothing special. Whiskey of the year, that'll happen towards the end of the year. I guess we're not there yet. No, definitely not there yet. Of the ones that I've opened, some are good, but a lot of them are. Has any really stood out at me? Has any really jumped out at me? Not really, no. And over here we've got top shelf dust in pretty much everything. Oh, I see. It says whiskey makes a lot of things great. And here it says pretty much everything. Okay. And here we got maybe not driving. Okay. Yo, Quig's alive. Yeah, I'm sorta alive. I'm still doing some coughing. But I'm able to nose and taste quite a bit. Actually, despite it being quite sweet, this Gibson's Venerable, um, it's got something going on. Yeah, Quig's alive. Yes, I am. Oh, what is this? Here we are. Michael Menard sent me a message. He's the guy who sent me these whiskeys. And it says here, bitte schön. Now we wait, yeah? I'm watching. Oh, you're watching. Cool. Very cool. He's watching. I'm back on StreamYard. Now, Well, there is still time. Yeah, there's time. Yeah, and we've got Donner Pass Whiskey here saying hi. At work, so we'll watch the replay at 2 a.m. Have fun, everyone. Hey, Donner Pass, good to have you with us. Whiskey Straight Al here is saying at top shit. Oh, with the not driving. It's okay on Xbox. And here we got Whiskey Straight Al. I can see that. Oh, Top Shelf Dustin. Okay. All right. Hmm. And Whiskey Straight Al is saying the Donner Pass. Hey, mate, how you doing? Very good. And here we got Peter White joining us in. Oh, what's happening there? Yeah. Cheers, Dustin. And Dustin saying the hey, Peter. That's cool. We got much of the usual crew here. Much of the usual crew on a Saturday afternoon. A Saturday afternoon whose day I mostly slept through. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sorry, this is it. You're just watching some guy sipping whiskey that was sent to him by Michael Menert from near Sudbury, Ontario. A Gibson's Venerable, 18-year-old at 40% alcohol by volume. What will I do with the rest of the day? Oh, here we got Olicon. Sure do. Okay. Did he say something before? Quig's alive. Yeah, okay. Oh, good question. What is everyone else sipping? That will be interesting. And Peter White says to Top Shelf Dustin, was it Rob's today looking at the shelf of Springbank 10 LBs? No, I'm guessing he's talking about Rob Whiskey in the Six. Could be. Springbank 10. Yeah. And that's what has been going on with Peter White. And over here we got Top Shelf Dustin saying, watching a dude sit around and drink whiskey, the definition of whiskey tube. Pretty much. Yep. Okay. And over here we've got nice. Yeah, Springbank 10. Wow. And here we've got more Top Shelf. Dustin's busy here. I sold Rob 3 bottles of the Springbank local barley 10s. Oh, that's what LB is, local barley. Springbank local barley. I haven't seen any of those. But I did get some Port Charlotte Isla barley, which is also impressive to some extent. And here we are. Jazz and Real Hip Hop. That's a new name. Hey, welcome to my channel. Welcome to watching me drink whiskey. Have yet to find a Springbank in the wild. The stuff is getting more difficult to find from what I understand. I was able to get some bottles in the past, but I hear that it's selling out everywhere. I'm not really searching for Springbank. I'm not that big a Springbank fan. I mean, if you're going to give me peated, give me all the way. Let's go Ardbeg. Let's go Lafroig. The funkiness is okay, but Springbank, a lot of people are all about Springbank, but for me, I can take it or leave it. Drink something else that costs less and is easier to find. If it's going to be a hassle to get it, and if I can't get it at the those annual events like the BC Liquor Store Premium Spirit release, then I'm not gonna go out of my way chasing it. I heard that they had quite a thing in Ontario lately. Which bottle was it? Where they were driving around looking for this stuff, and it would sell out just before they'd get to the store and things like that. I think it was Rob Whiskey in the Six and Jeremy were. Now, what was it? Springbank that was limited? I forget. I know I watched videos about this. Not in the last week or so. And Ulacan has a 3-year-old Glenallachie doing the biz here. There is always a long row. Yeah, you got a point there, Peter. There is. Yeah, long row. I think I had one long row that I bought actually in Scotland. It was a long row red. And it was good. It was really good. Oh, what is this? Absolutely. I'm about to cop an Ardbeg 20-something, 22-year for 500 USD. Wow. 22 for 500 USD. That's a considerable pocket full of change there. Wow. Compass Box blends are another favorite of mine. Yeah, and the thing with Compass Box is they're getting more expensive as we go along. It seems to me that a few years ago they used to be affordable, but now they're getting nuts. I think it ended for me with the No Name. The No Name was still affordable, but the No Name 2 was like twice the price or something ridiculous like that. I did get the Orchard House. In fact, I had a sip of that this morning. Just before I fell asleep right here. And what's this? Top Shelf Dustin saying Springbank has become the most valuable brand on the secondary since the start of the year. Just crazy. Yeah, it's doing what bourbons have done, what Pappy Van Winkle and others of that ilk have done in the United States. They've just priced themselves, or should I say, they've just gone crazy on the secondary market. And there's no reason for that. It's just a lot of collectors. These people don't even drink whiskey, I'm pretty sure. They just want to collect it and have something on the mantelpiece to look good. That's not what I'm about. If you look back there, everything is empty. They're all empties. I've drank all of them. And so, yeah, I'm not into collecting really. If I get something that's tasty that comes across my path, yeah, I'll enjoy it, but I won't covet it. If it's something that's hard to get and expensive, I don't do the secondary market. I just don't. If I can't get it at retail, too bad. Let's see. Uh, Top Shelf Dustin says, "Oh, that's a steal for a 22-year." Think of $500. $500. Don't do it. And yeah, the secondary on single barrel Springbank 10 LB. What did we say that was? LB. Local barley. Yeah. Is criminal. Yeah, it is criminal. Secondary is criminal to begin with. It's just profiteering for the sake of profiteering. It's not. It has nothing to do with the uh, appreciation of whiskey. And if something's only available on the secondary market because it's sold out everywhere else, fine. Too bad. If you were to offer me a dram, I would say, sure, bring it on. Let's have a dram. But would I pay money for that? Would I pay much more than what it was on the regular market? No. I do not believe in secondary. Secondary market is not a thing for me. And Top Shelf Dustin says to Peter White, yeah, I just saw the rum wood went from 300 to start the year to 600 in less than 3 months. The bourbon wood is nearing 900. That's insane. And we're talking Springbank. Excuse me. Wow. And Nocturnal Prods, that's another new name here, saying, cheers from Switzerland, Quig. I had a Freud 10, the Peat Monster, Octomore 8.2, and Ardbeg 10 tonight. Quite a ride. Enjoy yours. I think I will. So Lefroy 10, okay. Peat Monster, that would be from Compass Box. Octomore 8.2 and Ardbeg 10. You've done all right. I never really got into Octomore. I'm I choose rather the poor man's Octomore, the Port Charlotte, just because I'm not a rich man. But that's great. Nocturnal Prods, Slancheva. Yeah, down to Donner Pass. Going to have some 2007 Venerable cast strength batch one when I get off work. A place in California put it on sale for $39.99. So bought 3. That's crazy cheap. That is crazy cheap. Wow. Oh, you lucked out there and you just jumped on a gold mine. That's $39.99. Wow. I got some Benromics that I haven't tried yet. I think I'm going to do that eventually. It shouldn't be too long. I have the bill of sale here. I think there's some Benromic on here. Let me see now. Um, No, Ben Riach. Ben Riach, not Ben Romach. It's easy to get those two mixed up. Needless to say, I have some Ben Riach that I haven't tried yet. All right, what else is going on? That's it. That is a steal there, Donner Pass. Ardbeg is crazy secondary. Even the fermutation is 200 plus base price. Nuts, black, and scorch were about 120. Well, I was able to pick up black and scorch for what they cost here. I still have some scorch left. The black is done. Fermutation, I've never seen fermutation here. That might come out at the BC Liquor Store Summer Spirits release. Who knows? I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. But it's insane. So now they're going crazy with prices on those things already. Nuts. Ulakan says, which is why I'm a subscriber. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what that is. What did he say? What did I say? Don't do it. Oh, okay. Maybe it's related to the why I don't do the secondary. Yeah, well, that's cool. I wouldn't dream of doing the secondary. I hope I got that in the right context, because sometimes, when I see a comment, it's been a while since it was put up. And what was the comment response to? I have no idea, but I'm guessing it has to do with the price of secondary. Donner Pass says the same store is selling Springbank 10 and Kilkerran 12 for $99.99. Oh, the same store that's doing this deal here. Crazy. Well, Springbank 10 and Kilkerran 12 would be at around the $100 mark here in Canada, but there are different dollars and there are different things involved. So I don't know how crazy that is. What's crazy is that you can get a bottle for $39.99, and if it's something like what did we say it was? Venerable cast strength. Wow, that is awesome. What do we got here? The last Ardbeg 22 I saw was $800. Manufacturer's suggested retail price was $550 here on the 22. So yeah, $500 for the 22 is a great deal these days. I recently spent, how much was it? I bought one that was expensive not long ago. Here we are, $349.99 Canadian. And I probably overpaid, but curiosity got the better of me. It's a Glengarry 19-year-old wine cask for 350 Canadian dollars plus tax. I don't know. It better be good when I get to it. But $350 Canadian is a lot of money for whiskey. At $500, $550, I generally don't buy anything, for the most part, older than 18 years, because 18 years is the point at which the price is climbing. The price is climbing. The price is climbing. It hits 18 years and it goes right up. And there's no sense in it, really. No sense at all. Peter White says to Top Shelf, Dustin, we'll just buy aged and independent bottles. Ben Nevis 23 first editions for 230 Canadian was a steal. I bought another. Oh, okay. I actually have a bottle of Ben Nevis, but I haven't opened it yet. And it is a secondary market Ben Nevis because finding official bottles of Ben Nevis here on the west coast of Canada or even in Canada, good luck. Okay, what do we got here? We got people watching. We got 14 people watching, and Jazz and Real Hip Hop says thoughts drift back to the day I grabbed a Lafroig 18 out of the store for $100 flat. Those were the days. Oh yes, it's not that long ago when I could find. I actually remember getting Lafroig 18. I forget how much it cost me. It was definitely more than $100, but I do remember being able to get it, and just being able to get it was fantastic. Just being able to get it was fantastic. Now let's see. What should I do? Should I pour another dram? I think I should pour another dram, don't you? It's a good idea. What should I pour now that I'm going? Should it be a sample? Should it be a bottle? This one was at 40% ABV. So I can move up from there, or I can drink another one at 40% ABV. Should I open any more of these samples? You know what? I think I'm going to be somewhat extravagant, and I'm going to go for this. JP Weiser's Red Letter. And I'll save the other ones for sample Sundays. Well, here we go, Mike Menard, who sent me these samples. Yes, this will be a treat. Okay. I kind of like these mason jars. I kind of like the way they open up and they unseal themselves. And once again, maybe 60 mils. Okay, 60 mils, 45% ABV. These are interesting sample bottles. Should we say mason jars? And they will make an interesting, very interesting samples for someone else. Wow. Red Letter New Oak, 15-year-old, 45% ABV. Here we go. Wow. Oh, you know what I'm going to do with these? I will send some samples on. This is locally produced Stillhead whiskey. And I'm going to pour a couple of drams of this. and send those on to subscribers of mine who I'm exchanging whiskey with. All right. What do we got here? Top Shelf Dustin says to Peter White, harder and harder to even see LBs locally. Local barleys? I've never seen one at all, myself, personally. I haven't. I have not seen any. Of course, I haven't been looking very hard, but I still haven't seen any. All right. Okay, we got Peter White saying the Top Shelf Dustin, and yet the single barrel 12 cast strength is still reasonable compared to, say, Lagavulin 12. Oh. Now, Lagavulin 12, that's one that I go for. Anytime there's a Lagavulin 12, I'll get it no matter what. I have one coming up that I picked up at the BC Liquor Store Premium Spirits release. Haven't opened it yet. Yeah, that should be coming along soon. And here we got Jason Donovan saying, what are the chances of getting a fake product? A fake product? Oh, you mean from somebody who just sends me a sample? Do you mean a sample that is not a real sample, like a fake? Oh, this is good. What is this that I poured? It is good. Well, I have to figure out what it is. Because I threw the label away. It's not the Writer's Tears. Red Letter. The J.P. Weiser's Red Letter. This is quite nice. Very nice. I guess you could get a fake product easily from anyone who wants to fake sending me a sample. I don't know. This question's way out from way out there in left field somewhere. I don't understand. Okay. Nocturnal Prods says thanks. Octomore 8.2 is aged in Mourvedre, Sauterne, Austrian sweet wine, Amarone, 8 years old. Peat is 167 ppm. Try to get a sample at least. Wow. That does sound interesting. Octomore 8.2. I don't know. Is anybody going to send me a sample of that? Octomore 8.2. Wow. I'm a big fan of Sauterne. Big fan of Sauterne finishes, and my family's from Austria, so Austrian sweet wine and Amarone. Wow. Octomore 8.2. What do we got here? This is lovely. This red letter. JP Weiser's red letter. Beautiful. To Top Shelf Dustin, Peter White says Alberta is buried in independent bottles. Price is going up though. Oh yeah, I know. I picked up a few indies from Alberta myself. But now that there's more demand, of course the price is gonna jump. And it's gonna be the old hype again. Up go the prices. Lagavulin 12 is now more in the US for sure, yes. It's getting harder to find here. I just a few years ago it was like Lagavulin 12, Lagavulin 12. It was expensive, but still I could find it. Now it's one of those premium spirit release deals. I don't know. I have a bottle left that I haven't opened yet. I think it's the 2020 version. Let's see now. Top Shelf Dustin says to Peter White, yeah. Cast strength IBs in independent bottles are gone here. We're seeing 46% under 12-year stuff. Okay. And I'm thinking they're talking about Springbank once again and or Long Row. I don't know. Here we are. Just dropped 1,700 on a whiskey order, so I'm stupid laughing out loud. Oh my goodness. 1,700? The last time I paid that much on a whiskey order was back in November when I went to the Premium Spirits release and I got one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 14 bottles for $14.28. Average around $100 a bottle. That's not so bad. But 1,700, wow. Depends how many bottles you got. If you got 18 bottles out of that, that's all right. But if you got like 5 bottles, that's kind of ridiculous. I don't know. No matter how much of an experience it is whiskey worth that much? I guess it's a supply and demand kind of thing. It's worth what the market will bring, I suppose. Top Shelf Dustin Peter White says to Dustin, I recently picked up a Ben Nevis 2015 6-year peated sherry cask, but it should have 2 T's on it, I think. 47.5%. It is very good though for that age and 70 Canadians, not bad. Yeah, who cares what the age is? If it's good, go for it. 6-year, what the hell? Ben Nevis, 2015. Peated sherry cask. Sure. 70 Canadian? Yeah, I'd take a punt on that. Now, what do we got here? Nice, Peter. Don't see much sherried. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. They're talking about there isn't much sherried Ben Nevis out there. Well, I never see Ben Nevis at all. I ended up buying a bottle online, and it was not It was an indie bottle. It wasn't an actual uh, official bottling of Penevis. Jason Donovan's asking me, other than your YouTube channel, do you have other places you network your followers network? Not really, no. YouTube takes up most of my time, most of my free time. And so I'm generally on YouTube and I don't really go anywhere else. Sometimes I will chat with people on, oh, what's it called? Messenger on Facebook if I met them there. But most of my time for social media is on YouTube. I don't do a lot of networking. I don't go into things like LinkedIn, and I don't do Instagram, and I don't do Twitter. I might do a bit of Facebook, but very limited, very limited. I don't usually post. I'll see things posted by other people, but I won't post there. I do most of my posting here on YouTube. And because it takes up all my time anyway. And if I went somewhere else, well, it would just drag me away from here. Okay, let's see now. DJ11, nice to see you here. Is that a mini mason jar? Just think of the reusability. Exactly. They are very reusable. I'm reusing them already. I've already poured a couple of these mason jars. They're going to move over. They're going to move on to people that I'm trading samples with. These are cool. These are very cool. And they seal very well. Very nice and tight. Very good. I'm going to have to put labels on those real soon so that I don't forget what's in them. Yep. Mini mason jar. Very cool. Vegas Art says, I'm having an Aberfeldy 18 with French red wine finish. Pretty nice and not crazy expensive for an 18-year-old. Yeah. Aberfeldy has this way of kind of like flying under the radar. It flies under the radar of a lot of things. Aberfeldy is one of those brands of whiskey that is often overlooked. Very often overlooked. And so that must be interesting. Aberfeldy 18. Peter White says, that's the new red letter. Have that one an old NCF red letter. Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe it. The old NCF, which would be non-chill filtered red letter. And this one would be chill filtered. Well, at 45%, yeah. It's still very good, whatever's been done to it. Not big on the nose, but I like the flavor. Yeah, I enjoy sipping on this. Very nice. What have we got here? One says, I've only had the Aberfeldy 12. It's a great start to a flight. Yes, I concur. Aberfeldy 12 is a great start to a flight, especially if you're going in the direction other things that are sherried, like off the top of my head, I'm thinking Glenfarclas, things like that. Very nice. What's going on here? Fran Bands. Okay, this is a new name I've never seen. Fran Bands. It says, I remember seeing your vid as a meme for the first time, laughing out loud. Oh, that old thing. That meme is just insane and crazy. It's still making money. Every few months it goes viral again on some new platform I've never heard of. And people start sending me messages, and my views go up through the roof, and yeah, it's quite nice. So people watch that, and they make a little comment or something, and it's a lot of controversy over what happened, and people are guessing what went on and what's been going on and what led to where that video was and what happened after that video happened. And it's great. It's fun. It's life. Life continues. Life goes on. Very informative, though. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, uh-oh. How are you today? I'm fine right now. I'm doing great. I've been starting to correspond with some young lady, and it's looking really good. It's looking almost too good to be true. Some young lady is writing to me, and she wants to be with me. I'll just say that she lives far away, but she wants to be with me. Why, I don't know. Look, I'm old and gray. I drink. Here we go. Where do you order from? Oh, well, I usually buy stuff in the stores. I've been ordering things from places like craft sellers in Alberta. I've been ordering from a couple other places in Alberta. But most of the time, I buy stuff locally off the shelf in a liquor store or direct from the distillery if it's a local distillery. Like Macaloni's Caledonian, I'll order from online from the distillery and pick it up at the distillery. Shelter Point, for example, has a wonderful program where if it costs more than a certain amount, I think $120, um, shipping is free. So I'll buy two bottles. If the bottle is like $100, I buy two bottles. It's $200, and the shipping is free. So yeah, I like buying direct from the distillery or locally on the shelf. Um, and yeah, there are a couple of retailers in Alberta that I'll buy from when I order. But that's about it. I'm one of those impulse shoppers where I'll see something on the shelf and I'll buy it on the spot, or if it's really expensive, I'll think about it for weeks and months. And it's like one of my more recent purchases was the Glengarry wine cask 19-year-old. I went past that thing so many times. I even picked it up and looked at it and going, and then finally I said, okay, now is the time I'm going to buy this. So I finally did, and I will try it. I'll try everything, everything that I buy. or every sample that I receive. And so, yeah, ordering. There you go. Sample or drink whatever it is. Huh. Now, where was this? Oh, okay. Whatever it is. Yeah. And here is the 1700 got 5 bottles. Would have wanted 2 to 3, but the more expensive, the harder to find the good stuff, oddly. Yeah, I believe that. Well, you guys at Top Shelf Whiskey, I'm always amazed by the bottles that you guys bring on the show. I'm going, holy crap, that's like $1,000 worth of whiskey on your table at any time. And I'm going, that's just too rich for my blood. I just don't make that kind of money. I make my money one dime at a time off the pavement driving taxi. So for me, that's like $300 and more a bottle. Would have wanted 2 to 3, but the more expensive, the harder to find the good stuff, oddly. Yeah, well, it's costing more because it's scarcer. It's harder to find. That makes sense to me, I think. Although I'm no expert on economics. What do we got here? That's right, Al. Whiskey is worth as much as you want it to be, as much as you're willing to pay. Sure, you pay a lot of money, you can get anything you want. And there are some things that are worth it, yes. Ah, this red letter is really good. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike, for sending this along. It is good. Very good. As time goes on, I'm smelling less, but I'm tasting more. Okay. What do we got here? Where would you guys recommend shopping from? Oh, wow. Depends where you are, really. I mean, if you're in California, there's a lot of places. If you're in the UK, go to London. Whiskey Exchange. There are some shops in London that are just incredible. But I don't know where you are, Fran Bands, so I couldn't say. Um, if you're in Canada, buy from retailers in Alberta. Look around online, see what you can find. I don't know. Where would anyone else recommend shopping from? Like I said, I buy stuff off the shelf on at liquor stores, and I do some shopping online from Alberta, and that's about it myself. But it depends where you are and what's available. Nocturnal Prod says, I can order Lagavulin 12 special release 2020 for 154 Swiss francs, equal to USD, all tax and shipping included. Would you get it, Quig? Well, now let's see. I happen to have it right here. Like ruling 12, 2020. What did I pay? Let me find it on this list here. Lagavulin, $169.99 Canadian. So Canadian is 20% less than Swiss francs than USD. So if it's 150 USD, 150 USD would be 180 CAD, and I got it for, what did I say? $169.99 CAD, plus then again taxes of 15%. So in the $200 Canadian range. So yeah, I guess it's on par. I have not opened it yet. I will do so in the near future. So this is the one I've got. Lagavulin 12, 2020. 2020 special release. Yeah, I got one of those. Yeah, it's one of those that will come along once and you might as well get it. I already got it. There you go. Yeah, I would order that if you don't have it. I think it's worth going for. Oh, we got some more comments here. Why did you start reviewing? Well, I don't consider, I don't like the word reviewing. I like tasting and appreciating. I call it, I don't call it a whiskey review. I call it a whiskey video. Because it's a video about tasting a whiskey. And why did I start reviewing? It kind of happened by accident. Let me get another glass of water. And I'll tell you. Why did I start doing this? Well, it started up back in around 2006 when I discovered YouTube. And people started posting YouTube URLs for YouTube videos on Usenet. I used to be on Usenet quite a bit back in the day. In fact, Usenet was my entire thing on the internet. And people would write, different articles, and people would respond to them and write further on from there. And people started posting YouTube URLs on Usenet. And I clicked on it and I saw that just regular, normal, everyday people could make motion pictures. I thought that was just too cool that people could make motion pictures. And I started doing that. I started vlogging and I started doing travel videos. And when my ex and I would go for dinner, I would start making videos about the food that we ate in restaurants and things like that. And I kept doing that kind of thing. And then towards the end of one or few evenings, I would have a dram of whiskey after dinner at one of those restaurants. And that sort of developed into me bringing whiskey home and trying it at home. And the whole thing started with my love for making videos, for making motion pictures by the common man, for the common man to see. And I enjoyed whiskey. I enjoyed whiskey a lot. So I started making videos about whiskey, and it got to the point that every time I'd open a bottle, it would be an event. And it still is. I always make sure that I have enough bottles sealed. That's how I tell which bottles I've tried. Uh, if they're open, I've tried them. I've made a video. If they're still sealed, I haven't tried them yet, and I haven't made a video yet. That's how I keep track. However, there are a few bottles that I will start and not really enjoy so much. So I give those some time to open up and get better with time, with some exposure to the elements. But why did I start reviewing? Why did I start making videos? Just because I enjoy doing so. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's why I started making videos about whiskey, is because I enjoy whiskey and I enjoy making videos. So it's putting two hobbies together, the hobby of enjoying whiskey and of making videos. And that's why. I can't really explain it any better than that. Why did I start doing this? And, I also saw people like Ralphie Mitchell, and I saw people like the Scotch Test Dummies. And I thought, hey, that's all right. I can get into that. So that's what I did. Good question there, Al. Very good. Why did you start reviewing, Al? Good question. Greetings. Herr Tratif is with us tonight or this afternoon. Well, where you are, it's late at night. Late at night in Belgium. No, wait a minute. Are you in Belgium or are you still in the Bahamas? Yeah, the last video I saw, you were in the Bahamas. You were down in, you were not in Freeport or Nassau, but you were somewhere at some resort somewhere in Bahamas. Correct me if I'm wrong. You might be closer to me than you would be in Belgium in the way of time. Here we go. Hola at Whiskey Lover Society. Okay, Fran Bands and Nose, Herr Gratif. And it says hola. Hola, Herr. And what do we got? DJ11. Cheers at Whiskey Lover Society. You still on vacation? Oh, there's the question. Now we're going to find the answer. Okay. On my way home, sitting at Panama Airport. Panama. Wow. Interesting. Panama. And you went to Nassau or Bahamas, and you're in Panama right now. Interest. That must be some interesting routing of flights. Panama. Cheers to you, Hert. Enjoy your trip. oh, safe travels, says DJ11. Okay. And thanks, mate, says Hert. And Timothy Thomas, hi Quiggy man from Ontario. Yes, I've seen your name before. And Fran says, saying my good nights from Southwest Pennsylvania. Slanchava. Or cheers. Good night. Ben Demon Hunter is here. Good night at Fran Bands. Oh, cool. Very cool. We've got 14 people watching right now. We've been on for an hour and a half, and we still got some comments coming in. I must be doing something right. Sup, Quinners, Colin Quirk, another new name that I don't recognize. That's cool. Yeah, I'm just trying a couple samples that were sent to me by what was his name again? That guy in Ontario who breeds dogs. I'm getting bad. I've had, well, of course, I've had some to drink, so my memory is. Don't expect whiskey to be a Mike Menard. Mike Menard sent me this sample, and I'm having it. What I will pour next, I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I'm having this sample of Red Letter. It's J.P. Weiser's Red Letter sent to me by Mike Menard near Sudbury, Ontario. And here we go. Ben Demon Hunter. Howdy at Food Quick. Just got here. Where in Ontario did the box come from? Near Sudbury, like I said. And here we go. In Ontario, Canada, we are screwed on the price. Yeah, well, we're screwed on the price here in BC too. If you're going through Alberta, buy there. Alberta can be worth it if you get a good enough price, but then the shipping could be a pain. Whatever, we're all screwed. We're in Canada, we're all screwed. Province has monopoly. Yeah, you could say that. Oh yeah, you're talking in Ontario. Yeah, province does have a monopoly. There's the same problem in Quebec, and there's the same problem to an extent here in BC. But you can always buy from Alberta, and if you buy a large enough quantity, the shipping will be worth it, and you'll save a bit of money. If you're traveling through Alberta, pick up everything you can that you want. You'll save money all the way. Ben Demon Hunter is saying to Timothy, are you familiar with Donald Rance? He's in Toronto. He calls LCBO the KGBO. Yeah, that's good. That's good, man. KGBO. Irish Yoda? Okay, I don't get that. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so What's next? So does Peter White. Call it the KGBO. I think we may have lost Peter White. He was with us earlier tonight. But I don't know D. Rance. Okay, I don't either. Never heard of him except today. If you're looking for Lag 12, the general opinion is that the 2021 is the best of the recent batches. Okay, I haven't seen the 2021, and I don't believe I've had the 2019, but I've had the 2018 and everything before that to 2014. And I thought the 2014 was the best. 2021, well, I haven't seen it. Maybe I'll get it in a year or two. We'll see if it shows up. I get what I can get. If I can't get it, well, I can't get it. But I'm going to try the 2020 because that's the one I have on my bar at the moment. 2021. Well, yeah, good luck finding it. T.S. Dustin, Ontario sees Liga 12 cast strength for 200 Canadian. That's about right. Yeah. That's about right. Same here in BC. A couple $100. What did I pay again? Yeah, 169.99 Canadian. Plus taxes. We're in the ballpark of $200. Okay, what do we got here? Now, I lament and sit on 2 cases of old Batch 2 Liga 12 CS from circa 2004. You should share. You should share with me. What did they cost you? Probably a lot less than what we're paying today. Van Demon Hunter says, in May, it'll be 3 years since my first single malt scotch. Wow. My first single malt scotch was back in the 1980s. Glenrothes Select Reserve, which was when I changed my mind about all alcohol. My first single malt, I think, was a Glenfiddich 12. Circa 1986, 87, something like that. It's been a while. I don't remember exactly when. Yeah, 86, somewhere around there. Glenrothes Select Reserve. Sounds great. Here's one for Vegas Art. Weiser's Legacy is great, Quig. Have you had it? Oh, yes. I have had it several times, but you can't get it no more. The recipe, according to Dr. Don Livermore, is 2 parts Weiser's 18 and 1 part Lot 40, just a regular Lot 40 rye. So I can make Legacy anytime. I can make Legacy anytime. In fact, let me find Legacy. Legacy. JP Weiser's Legacy. There it is. Okay. There it is. I'm going to get the URL for my video of Weiser's Legacy. From June 6th of 2016. Oh, ads on my videos. I'm going to put a URL for my video on Weiser's Legacy on here. Okay. There is my, I just posted it. I just posted my Weiser's Legacy video on the chat in this particular stream. There you go. It's from me, Food Quig, at 5:52 p.m. Yeah, I've had Legacy. I love it. Like I said, it's not available anymore. It's been discontinued. But you can make it taking 2 parts of Weiser's 18-year-old and 1 part of Lot 40, just a regular Lot 40 rye whiskey. And there you go. I know it's great. I love this stuff. If I could still get it, I would, but I can't get it. So, but I can make it anytime because I know the recipe based on what's available on the shelf right now. And gotta go driving. Cheers. Yeah, I drive for a living too, man. Way to go. And what's it say here? Donald Rance's nickname is the Irish Yoda, an Irish whiskey master. Oh, okay. I might have to check him out someday. Does he have a YouTube channel? I guess he does. Top Shelf Dustin says Donald Rance, his nickname is the Irish Yoda. Okay, that's 2 people saying that. Okay. Cheers, Dustin, says Ben. Okay. And Top Shelf Dustin says, hey, Ben, to Ben Demon Hunter. Sid is asking what my view is on Japanese whiskeys. Japanese whiskey has gone through quite a journey lately. Oh, that is good, that red letter. Wow. Japanese whiskey has gone through quite a journey lately. It has been touted as fantastic and amazing and great. I remember, was it 5 or 6 years ago at a whiskey festival, the Japanese whiskey table was just crowded with people who wanted to try Japanese whiskey, and it was all the rage. And you know, I ended up trying it. It was okay. It was all right. It was good. But such a fuss has been made of Japanese whiskey that supplies ran out, prices went up. Some of it's good. Some of it's really good. Some of it is terrible. I've had a couple of Japanese whiskeys that were really terrible. Right now, the producers of Japanese whiskey have quite a task because there was for a while there they could import any whiskey into Japan and bottle it and call it Japanese whiskey. Just about anything. I mean, there was some Japanese whiskey that I tried. I said, "Well, that's Canadian. That tastes just like Canadian whiskey. That's nothing special." Or you'd get some other whiskey that was sourced from Scotland, and it would taste just like Scotch whiskey, but it had a Japanese label on it. And they would blend whiskeys from other places in the world, like Canada or like Scotland, and they would blend it with a little bit of their own product and call it Japanese whiskey, even though the majority of it was Canadian or Scottish. They would still call it Japanese whiskey. And they've been taken to the cleaners about that one. Now there is an effort within Japan, from what I understand, to call it Japanese whiskey only if it is really produced in Japan, if it is a product of Japan, and if the barley is grown in Japan, if it's distilled in Japan, and it's bottled in Japan, they can call it a Japanese whiskey. They might have some imported barley. That's okay, but if it's mashed and distilled and made in Japan, let's call it Japanese whiskey. I have been turned off of Japanese whiskey because of the fake aspect that it's not really Japanese. However, the Japanese people are making it. They are attempting to make Japanese whiskey more Japanese, shall we say? And I look forward to seeing age-stated Japanese whiskeys again. I've never seen age-stated Japanese whiskeys here in British Columbia. You know, you'd get things like Toki and Japanese Harmony, but Yamazaki 12 and other things with age statements, forget it. We never got them here that I know of. We may have had them here before I got into whiskey, but that's not the point. Anyways, right now, I think the Japanese are trying hard to redeem themselves to make whiskey that is really from Japan and really good. But it may take a few years yet before we get any proliferation of Japanese whiskey that is age stated and 100% produced in Japan. So, you know, I'll try whiskeys that have Japanese on the label. I got a couple now that I haven't opened yet. But I'll steer clear of the hype, like I always steer clear of hype, I guess. And what do we got here? Wow, that was quite a question. Nocturnal Prod says, I have the unopened Laga 12 from 2014. Got it recently. Huge luck, I think. Good night. I'll order the 2020 release from my bed before sleeping in some minutes. See you. Lagavulin 12 2014. Good on you. That stuff is wonderful. 2014 is the best one, in my opinion, that I've tried. Wow. What else is going on here? Ben Demon Hunter says, 1986, I was 4 years old. Just turned 40 this month. Well, I got about 4 months to go and I'll be 58. So there you go. There you go. Now you know. I'm going to get some more water. All right. Okay. 1986. Yeah, that's about when I started drinking whiskey-ish. Okay. I'm going to pour me some Carnmore Mortlock from Craft Cellars in Alberta. Strictly limited. 2010. Speyside, 11-year-old. What else does it say on here? 346 bottles bottled in 2021. 54.3% alcohol by volume. Whoopee! This is going to be good. All right. Where are we at now? Okay. This is where I put down my video of what was it? J.P. Weiser's legacy. All right. My J.P. Weiser's legacy. There it is. Top shelf Dustin at Ben Demon Hunter. I don't get to feel young often on Whiskey Tube. Quick makes it happen. Ah. It's not hard, really. You just stick around long enough and you get old. All right. Perfect, Dustin, says Ben. Tim Thomas says, I like Jap whiskeys. That's Japanese, but not its price in Ontario. It's the same everywhere. It's expensive here, too. For what you get, it's expensive. What do we got here? That odd foo says cheers. Cool. Cheers, that odd foo. Slanchova. Top Shelf Dustin is talking about the Japanese, from what I understand. Not sure why they really care. They can't make enough whiskey to meet demand. Most popular brand of whiskey these days. Oh, who are we talking about? Is it the Japanese? Or what? I don't know, Dustin. Is this, are you talking about Japanese whiskey or are you talking about Let's see, what are we talking about here? Not sure. I'm lost, Dustin. I'm lost. Oh, what's this here? Two Wheels Down. Super sticker. Canadian $1.99. Thank you very much, Swami. Good to have you with us. Good to have you with us. Thanks for joining. Here's trouble. That's classic. Quig, you prick. I heard you went to Montreal this year. Last week of August. I went to visit my mother and sister. And I didn't know where to look you up. I stayed in Dollar des Ormeaux on the West Island. I landed at the Dorval Airport. I took a taxi to my mother's house. I spent the whole week there. And after the week was over, I took a taxi back to the airport and flew back home with, I finally got to try my Saint Leger. I actually made a video of it at my mother's house. And I also got some Chivas 18, which I had to. Okay, next time I go to visit Montreal, and it might be soon, I don't know. Now that I don't have to have inoculations to do things anymore, now that I don't need, I might have to wear a mask at the airport or something, but I won't have to have what do you call those vaccines. I won't have to have a vaccine to go places. I might come visit Montreal again. Yeah, I did go to Montreal last year. Yes. What's this? By the way, it's Swami. Yeah, I know that. I know it's Swami. Now to drive. Okay. Have a good drive there, Ben. Sup, Ben? Okay. What's going on here? Scooby Drew. My favorite whiskey right now is my Kamagatake. Kamagatake, cast strength. It's a Japanese whiskey. Never heard of Kamagatake. Never heard of Kamagatake. And Scooby Drew is a new name. I haven't seen this one yet. Cool. Thanks for joining us, Scooby Drew. Kamagatake. Wow. Never seen that. Talking about the Jap squig. Yeah. Oh. You were talking about the Jap squig. The Japanese. Not sure why they really care. They can't make enough whiskey to meet demand. Yeah, exactly. Okay, now I understand. Talking about okay, that's now I get it. Okay. Try the new Canadian whiskey Mushroom by Bareface. Whiskey Wilderness Series Matsutake. That sounds Japanese more than anything else. Mushroom. I'll take a look. If I see Bareface, I might buy it. If it's a Bareface I haven't had before. I've had 2 other Barefaces in the past. One was a wine finish, I think, and the other one was it a tequila cask or something crazy like that? Hmm. I will see as I go on. I will miss a few, definitely. I will miss a few. What's going on here? Aha. That is your French connection, eh? Well, don't know what you mean by that. Talking about Montreal, maybe? French connection. You got me there, Tim. You got me. I don't know what you're talking about. Uh, you live in Ottawa now. Interesting. Very interesting. You made the move into Ontario. Great. You're going to miss all the smoked meat. You live in Ottawa now. Cool. Very cool. Way cool. Well, good to connect with you again now, Swami. What made the move happen? Interesting. Quig's like, I can smell you from a mile away, even online, Swami. Dustin. Yes, 2 wheels down is Swami. Now he's in Ottawa. Wow. Must have got a good job or something. Yep, about Montreal. French language, you often read a little. Yeah, I do read a bit of French and I do speak a bit of French. Uh, yeah, I do. When there's something French to be read, I will pronounce it more or less correctly. That kind of thing, yeah. There you go. Is that the last comment? And Swami put a poop there, I guess. Have I come to the end of the comments? And have I come to over 2 hours? Wow. I think I'm going to go now. I think I'm going to go and, I don't know, take a nap or something. Uh-oh. Comments coming in. Quig made it to the end of the internet. Yeah, that's for sure. Vegas Art says, haven't seen any videos with your lady friends. What's up? Oh, it's complicated, really. They have busy lives. They not getting along well or something. And Lisa was here last week after I did my after I couldn't taste the Irish whiskey. So she came over and Bev came over and they were both here, but we didn't make any videos because I couldn't taste anything and it was getting late. If they come over, it's kind of late usually, and I'm already done or whatever. Who knows? I haven't heard from Lisa in over a week now. Things are what they are. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what's up, really. I'm the last to know what's up. What's going on here? Us Canucks may get lot 40, 18-year-old cast strength for fall autumn. That'll be nice. I have a cast strength lot 40 that I haven't opened yet, but it's not 18 years old. So yeah, maybe we'll get it at the Premium Spirits release in November of this year. We'll see what's happening here. Canucks. I think we are. Yeah, I understood the first time. Okay, Canucks. I think we might be at the end of this stream. Like I said, we've been going for more than 2 hours. I personally don't watch streams that are more than half an hour long. So I'm being a hypocrite in making a video this long. What is this? Lot 40 batch 1 was only 11 years old. Yes, and you know what? It was the best one. Lot 40 batch 1 was the best Lot 40 cast strength there was. Well, on that note, I'm going to say good night, hot shots, and Slanchava.